Welcome to the podcast Creatives on Fire. I'm your host, Melanie Ferguson. I want to take a minute and share with you a little bit about why I made this podcast. First of all, many moons ago, I used to be in another industry altogether. It was a little bit cutthroat and no one really wanted to help anyone else. It became really clear that I was going to have to go out on my own to find out anything on how to be successful. After becoming a makeshift avid researcher, I discovered or stumbled across a series of cassette tapes. Yes, cassette tapes. You know, the ones you stick your pencil in and twist if you get them kind of all messed up. We had cassette tapes back then, and they had interviews on them. It was like finding the Holy Grail. These were interviews of rock stars who had gone before me in the industry and achieved success in the exact area I was wanting to be successful. I cannot tell you how these hours upon hours that I spent listening to these virtual mentors helped me. I went from literally zero sales in the first 4 months of business to skyrocketing to an average of 6 figures over the following 8 months in business. When I found myself a couple of years ago pivoting into the online space, I discovered that as a creative, there was a lot of coaching and training out there on how to do all of the things. Have a podcast, have a blog, have a website, have a social media accounts. But quickly, I learned that those things were pointless without an audience. That is where I hoped to change everything. My hope is that this podcast will inspire you to see what's possible by people who are doing the seemingly impossible. I want each week to bring you encouragement through the times when it seems super duper hard or you hit burnout. You just want to quit because, everything seems to be an uphill climb. Trust me, I've been there and it's not fun. So if your dream is to create a profitable online business in the creative space, and you know you need an audience to make that happen, I want to invite you to tune into this podcast each week so that you can be re-inspired by Creatives on Fire.